Student historians who receive a superior rating at a regional history fair are invited to participate at the Illinois History Expo. The expo is held in early May at the Prairie Capital Convention Center in Springfield. Students enter Illinois-related research papers, exhibits, media documentaries, or act in a dramatic performance. Exhibits are the most popular category at the Illinois History Expo. Let's take a quick look at a few projects, and I'll give you my first impressions of the exhibits. Many times a student picks a great topic and does insightful research, but when it comes to designing their exhibit boards, some mistakes can be made. The three basic elements that comprise an exhibit are the orientation, segmentation, and explanation. Orientation effectively communicates the topic and thesis of the exhibit to the viewer. Segmentation means utilizing the space on the exhibit panels to tell the story in an organized fashion from the beginning to the conclusion. Explanation refers to using the appropriate photographs, graphics, and text to fully tell and analyze the historical story. The exhibit boards must communicate the entire thesis to the viewer. This exhibit on Abraham Lincoln with the subtitle, "Did You Know?" looks to be neat and well organized and definitely full of information. A suggestion would be to research a more defined part of Lincoln's life instead of a broad collection of facts pertaining to the 16th president. Still, it is evident the student historian did a great deal of research. The model in front of the exhibit is nice. However, the judges will be evaluating the project based on the images and text on the three panels. This exhibit on the Chicago Black Sox is visually attractive. I wish the student had included a thesis statement. For example, Charles Comiskey, he saved money but lost a team. The One East Nation one-room school is an attractive exhibit, but it appears to have photographs with captions and not a sufficient amount of text to communicate the history of the school. This Miles Davis display has a background photograph that grabs the viewer, and this exhibit appears orderly and contains the necessary text to tell the Miles Davis story. Here is an exhibit titled "Horses to Horsepower" with a clearly defined thesis statement. How have advances in farm machinery affected Illinois agriculture? Mainwright needs a thesis statement and more text. Remember, explanation means using text to tell your story. The Ferris wheel has a cool model and a good-looking display board with photographs, but once again, not a sufficient amount of text to tell the story. This exhibit on Katherine Dunham has good orientation, segmentation, and explanation. The Battle of Verdun quickly informs the viewer that the conflict involved miners. The story moves along the railroad track, starting on the left panel and moving to the right panel. Good orientation. It really isn't broken into segments. However, you do know where to start and where to proceed, and it has enough text for the explanation. Remember orientation, segmentation, and explanation when designing your exhibit. Have fun, and we'll see you at the Illinois History Expo.